What's up guys, it's Meaty Mike. My name is Mike and I love meat. Fire up your smokers because today we're cooking some smoked honey jalapeno pork belly burnt ends. Let's do it. I am excited today because we have just shy of 9 pounds of beautiful, beautiful pork belly, and we are gonna get some melt in your mouth, delicious, sweet, tasty pork belly burnt ends. You can get a pork belly like this at Sam's Club, Costco, your local butcher. I got this from a butcher. For these, you wanna have the skin off, but this comes with the skin on, so we're gonna wanna trim this off. You can keep the skin on if you like to. I've done it both ways and I just prefer it with the skin off, so I'm gonna trim this skin off and we're gonna jump right in. I got my Fine King knife and you can see right here where the skin starts and ends, and there's a lot of fat underneath it. You don't want to trim off a lot of that fat. You want to keep some of that fat on. It's gonna render off during the cook anyway, but you don't want to take too much of the fat. So just get your knife and go right into the corner really carefully, and it'll start to peel away. And you want to have your knife tilted up as you do this to avoid trimming away too much of the fat from the skin. And you might get some of the fat, that's okay. It's not going to be perfect. Just do your best. Keep your knife angled up. Jesus Christ. Get it from another angle. You can go right underneath the skin, it'll come right up. Yeah, get that skin off, baby. And eventually, as you cut away, you will get to the end of your skin. Got a little bit of the meat at the end there, but that's all right. All right, now put your fat to the side, and we have our beautiful pork belly. Now, what we're gonna want to do is cut this into strips. You're gonna wanna cut them about 1 to 2 inches thick in strips. The pork's gonna shrink a little bit while you're cooking, so I know it sounds like they're big cubes, but we're gonna cut them into these strips and just eyeball it. It doesn't gotta be perfect. You just cut right down, make your strips. Yeah, like butter. It's good to have a nice sharp knife. All right, so now we have our pork belly cut into these nice strips. Now you're gonna just wanna cut them into cubes. Again, about 1 to 2 inches, eyeball it. I'd say that's about what I'm looking for. That looks pretty good right there. We are just gonna pile up a lot of pork belly for these burnt ends. I'm putting this to the side. I'm saving that for another cook later on. All right, so now we have our pork belly cut into cubes. Spread them out a little bit, and we're gonna hit them with a little bit of duck fat spray. They don't need the extra fat, but the extra fat's not gonna hurt, let's be honest. You're not eating pork belly to lose weight. I'm just spraying just a light coat of duck fat spray. That's gonna help our rub stick a little bit to the pork belly. So for the rub, we are using some MeatSoHorny Pecan Rub. Pecan Tom's rib rub. Perfect, sweet, and smoky flavor. We are gonna cover every side of these burnt ends in this rub. Don't be cheap on me now. We are going hard with the rub. Oh yeah. MeatSoHorny. Mix them on up. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, move them to the side. Now, I just got my grate, and we're gonna plop our burnt ends right on your grate. Leave a little bit of space between them. They can be pretty close together. We just want the smoke to hit all sides of the burnt ends. All right, looking pretty good. From here, we're just gonna let these sit for about half hour, 45 minutes, let that rub infuse with the pork belly, then we're gonna go pop them on the smoker. All right, y'all, we got the Pecan Grill running at 250 degrees. As long as you're in the 250 to 275 range, if your smoker swings a little bit, you're good to go. I got a few chunks of cherry wood rolling for this smoke. For this first step, we're just smoking these burnt ends for about 2.5 to 3 hours. When we hit that time, we'll pull them and get to the next step, so stick around. All right, y'all, so our pork belly burnt ends have been going for 2.5 hours. Let's take a look. Mother of God. Bro, those look ridiculous. So now we got a pan. We're just gonna put our pork belly burnt ends into the pan. All right, now we're gonna add the goods to these pork belly burnt ends, get them nice and tender. We're gonna start with some honey jalapeno barbecue sauce from Bash Brothers. Honey jalapeno pork belly burnt ends. Cover them up. Ooh, daddy. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna add some slabs of butter, 1 stick. Nice. Then of course, we gotta add some honey. Ooh. Wee. We're gonna get some spicy, some sweet. Well, we gotta kick it up a notch and get it even sweeter with brown sugar. We're eyeballing all of this. No measurements. Trust the gut. Trust the gut. Sprinkle it on. That looks pretty good. Then just to be safe, we're gonna add some more honey jalapeno barbecue sauce from Bash Brothers. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking, baby. Mix it on up. Perfect. Now, we're gonna cover it with some tin foil. Get her nice and tight. Beautiful. We're gonna pop this right back in the smoker for about another 1.5 hours. You don't have to keep the wood going. We already have the smoke flavor. It's wrapped nice and tight. 1.5 hours is what we're looking for. From there, we'll get to the next step. All right, y'all, so we're almost at the finish line with our pork belly burnt ends. They've been going for 1.5 hours. We kept the Pecan Grill at 250 degrees. Now, we're just gonna take the foil off of the burnt ends. Oh my goodness. Oh, beautiful. Mix them around a little bit. Put your lid back on. Keep your smoker going at 250 degrees. Add some more wood chunks on there if you need to. We're just gonna let them go for about 1/2 hour, 45 minutes and let them caramelize. Then we'll pull them and eat. Y'all, we just took these off the Pecan Grill and our smoked honey jalapeno pork belly burnt ends are complete. We trimmed off of the skin on our pork belly, cut them into cubes, sprayed it with duck fat spray, hit it with some of that Pecan Rub from MeatSoHorny, put them on the Pecan Grill for 2.5 hours. Then we hit it with that honey jalapeno barbecue sauce from Bash Brothers, covered it in honey, covered it in butter, brown sugar. Man, put it back in the Pecan Grill, let them caramelize. Come on. These look amazing. And man, you squeeze these a good give, nice and sticky, nice and caramelized, a perfect color. Man, now we just gotta eat them. So let's try them out. I just have to take a second and really appreciate what I just tasted. Finger looking good, baby. There's a lot going on there. Perfect amount of sweetness that melt in your mouth. They melt in your mouth. They have a good spicy kick from that honey jalapeno barbecue sauce from Bash Brothers. Look, I don't use the products that I use just because. I use them because of results like this. Crazy. The best combo I've ever put together. You gotta get yourself some MeatSoHorny Pecan Rub. You gotta get that honey jalapeno. Honey jalapeno. Burnt ends, pork belly burnt ends. Are you kidding? That's it, y'all. I'm signing off right now because I have a lot of pork belly to eat. I got like 7 pounds to eat by myself. And that's exactly what I'm gonna go do right now. I'm gonna cram these down my face. So get yourself a pork belly, cut them into burn ends, put them in your smoker. You're gonna love them. Stay tuned for the next video.